Black Clover chapter 305 translations around, and oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Langris finally accepts that Yuno is the rightful vice captain of the Golden Dawn, and Yuno declares that Langris is the strongest spatial mage that exists in Clover Kingdom. And we have some character developments in Langris to talk about. Therefore, let's just not make any delay and get into it. The chapter starts exactly where Black Clover chapter 304 ended, where Yuno asks from Langris 3 minutes as he promises him that he is gonna end Xenon's life with his next attack. But to build up his magic power, time is all Yuno needs. But if he has to deal with Xenon, then that won't happen. In order to defeat Xenon, Langris has to act as a decoy and protect Yuno. But the difference between Xenon and Langris's power is totally clear. So far, he has only been able to dodge Xenon's attacks with the help of Yuno. Therefore, buying 3 minutes is absolutely impossible. But what are the choices there? Yuno boosts Langris's confidence by admitting that he is the strongest spatial mage to exist in the Clover Kingdom, and that there is no way he is gonna lose so easily to Xenon. On the other hand, we have Xenon launching his new developed bone magic towards them, while saying he's already aware of Langris's abilities, which he thinks is no match for his bone magic. After that, it's revealed inside of Xenon's spatial mana domination, most people cannot use magic, but the only ones who can do it are mages like Yuno, who is loved by mana, or ones who is as strong as Xenon. And another exception is spatial mages who have attained mana zone. And guys, after that we have Langris using his new spell where he forms a spatial sphere and covers him, which is totally a defense spell, and it looks like as soon as Xenon's bones are touching it, they seem to disappear. Xenon is obviously surprised to see Langris facing his attacks, whom he underestimated. But not long after that, he realizes Langris has managed to create his own small space inside Xenon's absolute space. And after that, we have Yuno saying to Langris that he did it after all, and he's impressed. And Langris is like, damn you just tried to boost my confidence while in reality you had no idea if I could actually pull it off. And he calls him an awful junior. I wonder what would have Asta done if Yuno did this to him. Anyways, we have some flashbacks of Langris after that, where he thinks about the time from when Yuno joined the squad and how he used to think of Yuno as a cocky and arrogant one, with his abilities backing his character up. And after all that, he disliked him because they were so similar back then. Now there is no possible way for one to hate someone who has a similar character. So it's clear to us that Langris is talking about his feelings for now. He totally hates what he was before. He further says he absolutely did not want to lose to him, and he thought there was no possible way for Yuno to surpass him. After that, Langris could be seen struggling against Xenon, while Xenon mentions the bitter truth of Langris's inability to attack him. Fear could be seen in Langris's face as he says Xenon's magic is too much for him to handle, and tells Yuno to make haste on his spell, while Yuno says he is working on it. We again have Langris talking to himself, where he says it's true that his spatial magic was invincible, and as long as he persisted, their squad would have been the strongest. But Yuno was the wind at their backs, and they flew together. He finally realizes that his strength was not self-indulgent. His competitiveness inspired everyone to become strong, and that it's frustrating, but he'll finally go and admit it. He truly is the vice captain of the mighty Golden Dawn. Now, guys, I have something to talk about here. Remember how Yuno defeated Langris and snatched away the title of vice captain from him? It really pissed me off. And even though Langris was the one to propose that idea to leave the squad if Yuno beats him, but still I couldn't really accept Yuno as a vice captain back then. But coming to now, how Langris, who used to hate Yuno so much, admits that he is the true vice captain of the squad, makes me give a mad respect for him. You totally deserved it, Yuno. Now coming back to the chapter, Xenon states that in comparison to his overwhelming strength, their thought and persistence and everything are meaningless. And right after that, Langris' spell couldn't handle Xenon's power and his bones seems to pierce him in multiple places. But that doesn't stop him from giving up. He pushes himself in front of Xenon and says that they cannot give up yet. And again, Langris receives damage from Xenon. And being that close to him, that damage was pretty heavy, which ultimately made him cough out blood. But even after receiving such damage, he squeezes his guts and declares that they are the strongest Magic Knight squad, the Golden Dawn. And right after that, Yuno could be seen ready with his new wind creation magic, Spirit of Eurus, which is a bow and an arrow, pointing towards Xenon, and Xenon's face shows us that he realizes if he gets hit by that, it's gonna be game over for him. And the chapter ends. Now, let's talk about Langris for a bit here. Honestly, we all have hated Langris at the start, especially because of what he did to Finral, and even more after revealed the reason for his hatred. But as the story progressed, his way of thinking changed. He even started to support Finral to get over his womanophobia, and that made him lose some of his haters. And he even surprised us when he challenged Yuno despite knowing that he is gonna lose, and left the Golden Dawn. But now what he did in this chapter should really wipe out all his sins. We could not imagine him sacrificing himself for the sake of others, which he actually did in this chapter. And that totally makes me give a mad respect for him. Anyways guys, please support me by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. And if you don't want to miss spoiler leak videos, chapter reviews and discussions like this, definitely smash the subscribe button. That's it for the video guys, and see you until next time.
But the